It never fails. Every time I make a video on Creole bun, someone asks, can you show us how to make heavy bun? So here we go guys, hot cross bun part 2, the heavy bun version. Welcome to the Bear Pantry Show. If you're looking for authentic Belizean recipes, then you're in the right place. My name is Barbara and this is Cooking Made Simple. This is 4 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 1/2 cups of dark brown sugar tightly packed, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, 2 tablespoons plus 2 teaspoons of butter softened. I'm going to use about 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla and about half a tin of coconut milk, so about 6.5 ounces. This is half a cup of warm water. To this, I'm adding 1 tablespoon of active dry yeast and a teaspoon of regular white sugar. Let me go ahead and give this a stir. And then in about 8 minutes, it's going to foam up and look something like this. Now let's take care of the flour. Then the sugar. Go ahead and screenshot this. Here's the list of ingredients. Now let me go ahead and break up this brown sugar. And then add my baking powder, the cinnamon, the butter, and of course the vanilla. Now you don't have to put baking powder if you don't want to, but I promise you if you put the baking powder, it'll help the yeast, alright? So now let me go ahead and add my yeast. Get this mixed in, and I've heated the coconut milk in the microwave for 1 minute, and I let it cool down for a bit so it doesn't burn me, alright? So now just let's mix up this dough. We are going to need warm water. And we're going to add that a little bit at a time as we find dry spots. So just like this. Just keep kneading the dough, adding the water a little bit at a time. Don't be in a rush, alright? We don't want to overwet the dough, because if we do that, then we're going to have to add flour and then the bun is going to come out more on the dry side. So just work it slowly and just keep feeling it. If you see some dry spots, don't force it. Just go ahead and add a little bit more water. By don't force it, I mean don't force it to come together. Put more water, alright? Now let me dump it out on the countertop. Get this stuff off my one hand. And then knead. But I'm going to pause and wash my hands and dry them off, because that makes kneading a whole lot easier. Like this, see? So just flour the counter as you need to. And just roll the dough ball on the counter like this until it becomes smooth. So this part's very simple. So here's the dough ball. Let me go ahead and put it back in the same bowl that I made it in. And then cover it up with this dish towel. And I'm going to put it away in the oven, but the oven's not turned on, alright? So 2.5 hours later, let's take a look and see what it looks like. Yeah, it's doubled in size. So if you've checked out my other video, my prior video, where I show the lighter version of this bun, it only takes 1 hour to rise in that one. But for this one, it took 2.5 hours. So let me just go ahead and re-knead to release all the air out of the dough. Now it's time to cut it in two, because I'm only going to get 2 loaves from this. And then cut off a little piece for the cross. So let me get this piece, then cut it in 2. And then just kind of roll it like this to make it long, like a, I guess like a snake or a shoelace. Now let's knead up the first piece of dough. And what I'm going to do is just start pinching all here to make it just come together in one spot, and then roll it on the counter, flatten it a little bit, and then put on the first piece for the cross. And I always tuck pieces under, because I don't want my cross to release once it's risen and baking. So just like this. Let me grease my baking sheet and then take care of the other piece of dough. It's right here. We're going to do the same thing again, just put the cross on like this, flatten it, and then put it on the baking sheet, cover it up, and give it time to rise again. So I'm going to put it in the oven just to get it out of my way, alright? Now let me go clean up, guys. Alright, so just about 2 hours later, they're ready. The oven's up to temperature at 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Stick it in. I'm going to set the timer for about 40 minutes, but I know I'm going to need a longer time. But I want to come back and check on it in about 40 minutes. So let's check. See, they're getting brown, but not quite there. I gave it 15 more minutes. So I'd say anywhere from 45 to 50 minutes depending on your oven, alright? Let me separate them. Put them on the wire cooling rack. Hey guys. So now I'm mixing some sugar with water. And I'm using this brush right here to go ahead and brush on this glaze. Ooh, this is looking so good. Smelling good too, guys. One of my viewers from Ireland once suggested that I should put like a thin icing glaze on this, but I think that would be too much. It'll make it too sweet. But you know what? You can try what you like, alright? So this is just sugar and water. So I learned something new. You see how this bun cracked open like this? Someone once told me that the reason your bun or bread cracks open is because you put too much fat, like the butter, the oil and stuff like that. But I don't believe that, because the only thing that I did differently with this bun versus this one from my prior video, the light one, is the sugar. I put more sugar in this one and I put brown sugar. So I think it's the sugar that makes the bread or bun crack open. It's still good though, alright? So anyways, let me cut. Look what I have, guys. Dutch cheese from 2016. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Let me cut a slice for y'all. Look at this. Beautiful. It's not going to sit on your chest like a man sitting on your chest, but it's still more dense than this one right here. This one's way lighter. Let me cut a piece of this one. Remember, go check out my prior video to see this one, alright? So see? Alright? This is lighter in color because I use white sugar. And it's lighter in weight. This is a little bit heavier, more dense. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm going to call one light bun and one heavy bun. I hope you guys make either one, alright? And come back and tell me how you like it. Thanks for watching. Now it's for me. Taste. And I have to get a piece of my cheese. Okay, I'm cut the cheese. It's straight from the fridge. Take me back. You gotta cut your hand. Yeah. Alright, Jada, so which one's prettier for the photo shoot tomorrow? This one?
Yeah.
Out of these two?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna cut this one. It got dark on me, guys, and this one pitched a tantrum. And I was like fighting her off and I was winning.
Collectively.
And Joe started to pitch a tantrum because he's like, you've got 4 buns. You can't just take 2 to do the photo shoot. Which one prettier for the photo shoot tomorrow?
It's like we don't matter.
These 2. Which one prettier?
This one.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can know when I upload another video. Also check out my Belizean cookbook at bearpantryshow.com. Bye now.